Remember that early podcast we had where we had the regular characters that they were made that you couldn't do your own avatar, and I was like, and you're like, look at this
Oh,
ceiling, it's so amazing, and I
oh
glanced up
yeah.
and I looked right up my girl's skirt and I was like, Eddie, I don't know if we can be doing this.
It's like you're taking this into a whole nother level, man.
Welcome to Around the Corn, presented by the Knights Guild. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Please like and subscribe because we like getting those likes and subscriptions. It's the best part of our day. If you want to hear us speculate wildly on something in-game, throw your questions in the comments, and next episode we will pretend to know the answers. Follow us and the Knights Guild on X. You can learn a ton about the Knights Guild on Discord and the Guild website. As always, the links you need are in the description. I'm your host, Faux Hubris. As always, I'm joined by the Ferdinand Magellan of Cornucopias himself, Eddie Z. Eddie, how's it going?
Chilling, man. It's a great week. I've been able to just enjoy it. You can we're just enjoying the sunrise
Sunrise,
here
social,
in Solace 3.
Look at this view you found for us, Eddie. I know I've been coming into every time I come into Solace, you're here. Every time I leave, you're here. It's like you're doing a lot of exploring. You're putting in a lot of work right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we basically wanted to check out just what the differences are, take advantage of the jetpacks. I love the jetpacks. I'm pretty good at maneuvering with it, especially since I have these paddle controls on my Xbox Pro controller Pro 2.
Makes a big difference being able to use the paddle button and being able to control your. It's harder to control your rotation when you're using the X button. Much easier with the paddle button.
Right. And it's just really nice because, like, here we can see off into the distance along the border edge of Solace 3. We can see the sunrise right now. We see to the south of us, and to the west of us, we see both the other domes from here and the sector hub as well. It's just really a really nice view.
Hey,
and
Eddie,
just below us,
just go up on your jetpack right now and look at the sun.
Yeah.
Check out this view and just fly up. I mean, it is a cool view right now.
I think I saw this scene in the League of, wasn't it the movie League of Legends?
It might have been something like this, yeah.
Where Superman's getting super power from the sun.
And you look back the other way when you're going up with the sun behind you. It just looks amazing right now.
You definitely have to make sure you keep some charge on your thrusters before you land, because imagine if they have imagine if you you hurt yourself and break your ankles.
Yeah, you definitely should start practicing that now so you're ready for it when the fall damage turns back on. So
oh no.
you did exactly what I did, dude, but luckily there's a ledge.
I just broke my ankles just now.
I love the geography here of this lake. I'm gonna try to fly over there. The step down, these probably maybe a little intermission here, but just looking at the way the rocks are like steps down from up high.
This is how we would normally get up without these jetpacks.
I know, right? Just like running around and around this, spiraling upwards.
Yeah, we're like peasants.
It does make a huge difference having these jetpacks. We knew it would. We talked about it for weeks before we got them, and it's everything that we kind of hoped it would be in terms of navigating this really difficult landscape.
But yeah, it's very advantageous for sure to be able to like really enjoy.
What's the city
faster
down there?
to jetpack around. Yeah, so Hawksun's down below us, and so it stretches out as in my through like where I'm looking towards the east. It stretches out towards the east out here. You can kind of see down south. There is a little bit of on the map. There is some fishing locations down to the southeast of us of where we are, and it kind of wraps around this mountain where we're on. I mean. And then
we're almost too high up for the scanner to even reach down there to show it.
Yeah. I wish they did. That's another thing though. I wish they did increase the scanner just a little bit, considering that we're going to be up high and above.
Yeah, like not like it goes like kilometers out instead of just the kilometers down shouldn't count. Maybe would be ideal, but I don't know how you would do that. So
and Hawksun basically just wraps around this mountain around us and over to like these secluded land plots on the far west side of heading towards the center of Solace 3, which is kind of nice. I think that's going to be a nice location to have. some land plots for people who are interested in Hawks Hunt. I mean, it's a little bit further away from this metro station down below us, but it's still going to be nice.
I wonder how much value it's going to be if it's going to be close to the metro station. I mean, we talked about this many times, like the potential of like high traffic zones near the metro station versus lower traffic zones further away. Like, is it going to be better to be on the edge of town or the center of town?
Yeah, I mean, I still believe it's going to be high traffic. It's going to help people get certain assets, certain things to sell based on whatever resources they're selling. Obviously, because it also depends on how quickly they can get at resources and how much resources you can get, and which we'll talk about that more with that new vehicle that just was talked about at COPI Café. But
God, I know.
But for right now, let's just take a leap of faith here and just go down to Hawks Hunt.
I converted all my loose change in crypto and all my wallets to COPI the last couple days.
Okay.
And now I need to go deposit some cash to be able to buy that Juggernaut, because I saw on Discord there's only going to be 60 whitelist spots, 30 for people can buy with corn points. I doubt I'll have enough if only 30 people can buy a whitelist spot. So
yeah, and it'd be, and real quick, just as I'm landing here, wouldn't it be nice if we had like wingsuits?
Oh, wingsuits. So that's funny you bring that up, because I think I mentioned it to Rob a couple posts, hangout parties, COPI Café hangout parties afterwards, and he did say that's in the works. I don't want to say definitively that he said it, but I do have a recollection, because I was saying, oh, this feels like cliff diving, and he was yeah.
That's awesome, actually. Like, I would love that, because like being able to like the fact that I'm up and high and above right now. And I like the fact that I can scan around, because it gives you a better like lay of the land based on land plots to landscape.
Yeah.
When you scan, so that it's helps you make a better decision in terms of what land plots you want to claim.
Well, it'll also be really cool for traveling, where like so like you're down here in the bottom of the can, you need to jetpack up, but then you switch onto your glide suit, and then maybe you go faster further. You can make more distance. So.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
And it does make the mechanics of traveling more interesting, because you need to be going back and forth. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Eddie, but yeah.
No, you're good. Hey, someone else just spawned here. It's Jack Creature.
That's a new name for me.
I've never heard, so that's good. I'm glad we're seeing new user here.
I will say also, I think in the live party yesterday, when we watched it, and they had it was a little laggy, but I would say there was 20, 25 people in Toledo Valley, and it worked. After about 2 minutes of getting caught up, it seemed to like right itself. So the performance seems to be getting better. There were probably 10, 15 names I had never seen before. And Rob also pointed out that the watch party had broken a new record. So the 90 people were watching, which was the new high, which shows you there's momentum growing here, guys. I think it's important to notice these little details.
Oh yeah, and for us, we need to just keep spreading the word. I mean, I've been on even on this week. There's been some, there's also been a little backlash on the far end, in terms of like on Twitter and social media, where they basically are saying there's no game. What's going on? I mean, that's such bogus.
Have you still seen that? Are you still seeing there's no game?
I'm still seeing stuff like that, and even Rob had to go ahead and defend as well a little bit there, which. I mean, would you say this is a game? I mean, I'm in a game, I feel like, right? I'm in the game. I've raced in the game. I've won rewards in the game through racing. They're doing a jetpack racing thing that COPI board just announced. I'm not sure if you saw that as well in the community events. That's going to be pretty cool in terms of getting corn points. And I think there might be a land plot reward that's coming out for that as well. Ooh, that's going to be cool.
I want to get in on that. I missed, and the other thing is I missed a tree NFT by 100 points in the trivia parties that they're doing on Sunday, the movie trivia. I got second place. I think it's BS because I got a question right that no one else got right, but then they decided that the question everyone was going to get points for it because they weren't sure.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win an NFT in that trivia party if it kills me.
Hell yeah. And then real quick though, so talking about the lay of the land here. So obviously we're using our map that we're, because clearly when you go into the actual map right now, we can't see land plots, which they did mention in COPI Café. They will go ahead and we'll be able to go ahead and toggle between certain things, whether we want land plots there or not. But right now we're using our own Knights Guild map that we created, where right now we're trying to see if the resources that are out there, like mines and fishing, are still there or they moved.
Yeah, where are we going for that? Are we going?
Yeah, I'm heading right now to one that I had marked, that which there should be a landmine.
Are we going
over
south,
here.
north, east, west? I'm going to follow you.
This direction somewhere.
Looks like you're going north. All right.
Yeah, somewhere around this location. Where would it have been? I can't remember now. It's been so long since I've been here.
Well, I'm glad you marked you have a mark color coded on the map that you made, right? And so you can cross reference the map now. So.
Yeah, and I don't seem to see it here. Interesting.
I think Rob did say they moved a lot of. I mean, God, I hate because I don't have a perfect memory and I don't want to misquote him, but I do think he said they moved a lot of mines and they added new mines, so that this brings it to an interesting point, whether or not the land grab is going to be delayed or not till all 3 zones are out. And like, I understand this is one of those things where I disagree with people who would be upset with a delay, but I see a lot of value in putting that decision off, because if you don't have any utility for your land, and I don't see much point in having the land at that point, because like the further out you put it, the land grab, the more information I'm going to have to make a better decision on what land that I grab. And then so for me, I only want the land right up until before I get utility. Now, maybe that means another 6-month wait to grab land. But like, if I can make a better decision 6 months from now than I can make right now with the most information that I can have, then maybe I can be really fortunate and place my land really well, increase the value of my land, and maybe even go out and buy other land that people don't realize is worth more than it is on wherever that land grab is. So.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're thinking about
upset.
the delays.
I'm not upset about it, but then again, I have a different strategy than most flippers out there, and that's where a lot of the negativity comes out of it, right? It's just people are there are a lot of flippers in this community, and to be honest, I don't care. Yeah. I could care less about you flippers, to be honest, because like you're over there trying to talk about like making money and investing and this and that. Well, if you're not a gamer, you're not really gonna play the game. I mean, again, these people that are talking, you're not even in the game. You don't even. I've never seen you in the game. You don't even promote it. It's up to there's a little bit of participatory part in this whole investing thing in Web3. You can't just like expect to just buy something and let the work be done for you. No, you got to actually participate, vote, play the game, promote it. What are you doing besides flooding your own bags right now? Sorry to be so negative, but like it's like I'm just calling. I had to call people out. I had to call them out because like they are like, I'm calling out Corn. It's like they don't have a game. I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been playing this game and I'm enjoying everything that they've been doing. So shut your ass up. So sorry.
No, it's funny because you and I have that interesting perspective of having interviewed Josh, and we spent over an hour talking to him about marketing, and the people who watched that interview got a lot of information, but I think it had like 400 views, maybe like 300 views. So like there are a lot of people in the community that don't even know what we're doing here on the podcast, don't even know that we interviewed Rob and Josh and had that information. And I've seen people like complaining about marketing, when this, when that. And I know Josh didn't he gave more of information about when marketing in the last COPI Café than he probably did in our interview with him. But in our interview with him, he did give a lot of information that could have reasonably given you the tools you needed to like kind of like estimate when marketing. So like I think the part of the problem is that there are people like you describe outside of the community talking trash. There are people inside the community who have genuine concerns, like people who have held their land for like almost 3 years and are getting impatient. And I mean, it's everyone has the right to be impatient. The question is like, what's best? What really is best for you? Is it 6 more months with more information for you to do? Because you're in the community, you're getting all this information that people outside the community aren't. You're going to have an information advantage when the land grab comes, if it's 6 months from now, if it's 4 months from now. So I think people realistically, if they really thought about it, they would be like, maybe I'll do better in the long run with a little more patience.
Yeah, and I also do believe that a lot of people, because they're, these people who, are flippers now, who just got into crypto, and who knows, maybe some of them are investors, but some of them, I have a I'm not a betting man, but I would bet that a lot of these people aren't, investors or financial advisors, because I'm not one, right? But I'm pretty sure it's one thing to be an investor, but it's also takes a lot to be a good investor and making the right decisions. And a lot of the things about what crypto and what's going on right now is that it's the wild west right now. This is the fact that we are in a full open market. There's a reason why, and I've mentioned this in Discord, there's a reason why people have financial advisors and consultants, and why people buy stocks on with a broker, like a stockbroker, because right now, if you're trading peer to peer, people can lose a lot of money because of that, right? So because you're uneducated, you don't have the training, you don't have any exposure to this prior to you joining and getting these land plots or GTIs or bubble jets back in 21, 22. You're expecting a lot out of a game that's I don't know what you thought. I don't know if you thought that this game was already going to be coming out that year, but no, that's not. I never thought that. I don't think I think they were pretty transparent about that in their COPI cafes as to where they were.
They definitely had different timelines and have updated us as the timeline has changed. Yeah,
right.
Because they had a really Go ahead.
They see the work that's being done. I'm sorry to cut you off too. Just they see the work that needs to be done. It's easily can be underestimated, right? In terms of the workload. I personally still believe they need a little bit more teams to do the grunt work of the maybe contracts and more people to do the grunt work.
Maybe with the sales they can hire more. Maybe they'll be able to hire more.
Exactly. And for me to want to spend money, and because there's also people in the community stop minting. It's why? If I'm funding the team because I want to fund the team, and because I believe in the project, and I feel like it's fine. I don't care. I'm okay with it. Me personally, I don't know about you, Fo, but me personally, I'm okay with it. If I know for a fact that these assets are going to go down, I'm not going to recoup my ADA. I will never recoup my ADA.
I don't know. You said that last episode, and I don't know if I think there will come. I think this cycle NFTs will not work, or will not be what they were last time. But I do think there's a future cycle where NFTs will shine again, and they will have that NFTs are more like fine art in the way they're volatile, right? The art market is super volatile. NFT markets are super volatile.
Yeah, but we're talking about dollars though. I don't think in terms of ADA, you're not gonna. If ADA is at $5, do you think you're gonna get your the mint for the art F9R was 268 ADA, right? Okay. They dropped it down to 150. Do you really think for $5 ADA you're going to recoup 268 ADA or 150 ADA? No, you're not. You're going to recoup it based on dollars.
Can I tell you an interesting little thing I did that's going to be a tangent?
Go right ahead.
So I was going through the math. So when you buy a rental property and you want to figure out what the value of that rental income is, right? You use something called a cap rate, and you calculate it out. And so just real simple terms, with a cap rate of 10%, right? And you let's say you're making $1,000 $1,000 a month, and you calculate it out, whatever, and you're going to get a value for that house. Well, if you do the same thing for let's just imagine, we don't know what the earning potential of a small land plot will be, a small common land plot. Well, let's just for argument's sake say it's 1 COPI a day, and then let's for argument's sake say COPI's average value is 10 cents. Okay, it's been 13 cents, it's been as low as 2 cents, and so whatever. When you calculate it out using the math that you use for a rental property, the value that you get for a land plot earning 1 COPI a day with a 10% cap rate, you get a value of a common land plot being $365. So if you and I were real estate investors and we were treating the land in COPI like real estate, that is how we would think about it. Does that mean common land plots are really undervalued? I don't know. None of us know what their earning potential is, but but you can see using real simple math that there's a lot of ways to think of the values of these NFTs, and I could see them being really valuable in the future. So I think that there's a chance that you do end up actually at $5 ADA that these land plots and if it's 75-cent COPI, that these land plots could be worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars if they're earning 1-2 COPI a day even. So, I mean, just look at the nodes and their value and the COPI that they're earning a day. They've done really well, but they have a number applied to it that you're earning daily with.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, maybe that's good for land plots, right? But like in terms of like vehicles right now,
sure,
people that's
vehicles
what
are
people
different.
are.
Yeah,
Everybody's like really sour about the like they're judging it based on the price of that vehicle, right? And like the GTIs, the bubble jet. I don't even know why I need to have the bubble jet, is what people are saying. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, there's different vehicles. I mean, I expect there to be hundreds of vehicles that, like in the future, like not now, maybe in the short term. I'm expecting there to be like at least like dozen, if not half, 2 dozen, 3 dozen different vehicles out there. Some majority of them are free to play. Majority of them, because you have to have that. And I think that there should be a limited, a high supply, but a limited supply, but a high supply in order to keep the price down. And I think that's when we get mints that are like $5 in whatever currency, COPI, ADA, USDC, whatever, BNB, whatever.
So the one thing I'll say about the vehicles is what we don't know. First off, you don't know the earning capability for any one vehicle, so it's impossible to come up with a value. But more importantly, I think the real value of owning vehicles is being able to compete with those vehicles and earn other vehicles that will not be for sale, like those earned vehicles, like the Jester. Like maybe to earn the Jester, you need to finish. You need to be able to race all 4 of the new vehicle NFTs. You need to finish in the top 10%, and you if you don't have all those NFTs and you don't finish in the top 10%, you're not going to get a Jester. So like, and then the question is, well, okay, so maybe you lose money on the F9R and the Phantom and all of those, but because you own those, you were able to earn a Jester, and that free vehicle is now super valuable, and you can own it and enjoy it, or you can sell it, and so like I think the calculation for if you're thinking in terms of profit loss for the vehicles is really difficult to imagine, but I think there's going to be ways for you to really use those vehicles for a lot of things and a lot of possibilities. So.
Yeah, I agree, man. And there's so much more to come, and there's so many things that we don't even know, right? Like people are so like why is the price of COPI going down? Why is the vehicle going down? Like, man, just relax, man. Like, just enjoy the run. Look at ADA. Like, ADA's taking a run. I love this whole thing. I do have this sense that something has changed, right, in terms of like the mentality towards crypto. Now,
something is definitely
clearly
changed.
because of the administration, the current U.S. president administration changing. But it's
you saw it happen in real time that night that it was obvious Trump was going to win. You saw the volume going up. You saw the crypto Bitcoin going up. So and I'll just I want to say this is important. Last year at this time, I was wrong, but I was complaining in Discord.
You were wrong.
I was complaining in Discord. I was one of these people that were saying that where's the marketing? Why is all these other these cryptos going up and ours is flat? And that was in November, and everything moved in front of us. And then come December, things started to change so like, I'm not saying it's going to happen again. This is not a show about price. This is just me, my experience last year at this time. And I'm keeping my mouth shut about it because it is kind of stressful when you own, when you believe in a project like this and you see other projects doing better. But this is exactly what happened last year at this time. Anyway, where should we look around Hawks Hunt? Let's do some like land plot hunting for the viewers to help them out.
Well, right now, currently, I'm just trying to see if this particular waterbed here had any fishing locations.
I'm trying to catch up to you here.
Spots, and I do not. I just wanted to see if they maybe had added a fishing spot here, but no. I'm gonna go ahead.
The only thing we've seen so far is the wood shopping, and that was not far from Hawks Hunt. So like, but I haven't seen anything else.
Let's expose this land plot right here. I'm going to go ahead and identify it. This is a small plot ID 007909. It's a small one right by this water. It looks like a really nice area, to be honest. Like, scenery-wise.
I'm coming up on it right now. This waterfall is epic. Are you right above it? Is that where that land plot is? It looks like
there was a waterfall that I passed. Oh, yeah. No, I'm a little bit further than that, but I did pass a waterfall, which might have been that one.
I am doing I found a land plot right here that's right next to the waterfall.
Yeah. Might as well identify that one. See what people.
Head over there.
Is there a fishing spot there when you scan?
No, there's not. Now, I have heard this secondhand. So I don't have this definitively, but my understanding is that all water is going to be fishable.
Okay.
And so so you even if there's not one of those things there, you'll be able to
Yeah.
catch fish. But it's
Good to know.
it's where the fishing icon appears are going to be hot spots for specific types of fish, is my understanding. Now,
Makes
like I said,
sense.
I got that secondhand from somebody who knew somebody who said that, so I don't know how accurate that
You
is.
know someone who knows someone.
Well,
All
so
right. All right.
who'd asked that question, and I don't think that's secret information. I
All
just
right.
think
Thanks,
that's
Josh. It's like, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't even know who it. I don't mean to get him in trouble. Don't come
no.
after Josh.
I heard from a person who heard from a person who heard from a person.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna make my way around to see if I'm gonna identify some land plots here in a few
Yeah.
here, just to see if anybody's interested in. Oh, I'm already on one here. Feel free to check out these IDs 007782 Epic Land Plot.
I don't think I actually ID'd that land plot when I was down there. I'm gonna head back. I just think
Oh no, this is an epic one next to this water area. This interesting. Epic,
if you guys, I'm gonna put this in the description too. Remember, one of our affiliate guilds, our partnership guild, Bag Guild, Big Arabian Guild. They have that interface, and I've been looking at it lately because
so cool.
Yeah, ADA's been going up, and so while the ADA value of the NFTs has been going down, the USD value has been going up on them. So where we're at a point now where if you minted the NFTs, I think everything up to a uncommon medium is now in the green on US dollars. So
Ooh, wow.
So
that's awesome.
and then the uncommon small is 40% loss in USD, which is much better than what it has been in the past. So I think it's getting closer and closer to being profitable in USD.
That's good to know, actually.
Yeah. And I'll put that link in the description because that's a great interface for anyone tracking NFTs. So
it definitely is. Hats off to is it Nopers?
Nopera and the Big Arabian Guild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the work that they did there is really valuable, and I hope that they end up doing it with the vehicles and stuff too, and the domes, and they can keep building that out. So like definitely support that guild a little bit too, because they're doing really great work for the everyone as a whole here. The game, Eddie, have you found any resources around here? Because I have not, and I mean it's so big around the town that I'm just missing it. I have not seen any resource locations.
I must admit, I'm like a squirrel. I just decided I got distracted, and I'm like identifying land plots near the train station. So I'm just like going up to things and holding Y so that people can view it.
I've been running around. I've been running like around the edges of the city, trying the town here, trying to find maybe like a mine or fishing. So I've only really probably looked about 20% of it, so it could very easily be missing it. But I am looking for something.
Oh man, so far I keep saying this, like these are really good locations. I'm liking Hawks Hunt and the way it's laid out.
Did you get a chance to watch the COPI Café yet?
Yes.
I was just I was looking at that. I thought that crater that Rob exposed in Solace 1 was really awesome, and I was immediately thinking to myself, maybe if I'm gonna put, if the land grab was tomorrow, I would probably put in a couple of tries in the land around that crater there.
Yeah, and also that's just a glimpse of what's to come in terms of like when we're going to be doing mining and cave diving, right? Like we're going to be cave exploring, and that's going to be so cool. And with the lighting and all that, I really do hope that there is a mint for a headlamp. Just put it out there. If not, make it free. Whatever, I don't care.
I would love weapons too in the next build. Like, not even though we can't maybe use them, but like just to be able to have them and hold them and be running around with like a gun just for our purposes would look much cooler than like the videos that we're putting out and the shorts that we're making. If we're holding a weapon, I think would be really appealing.
The second that the weapons are added and friendly fire is added, oh man, I'm taking you out, man.
What's that game? It's called My Pet Hooligan, where they have weapons in there and you shoot them, and it's kind of like more of a kidsy type game, but they shoot like graffiti at each other. Like it's like so like how awesome would that be if we can play shoot graffiti while we're waiting for like the or something, or like little pellets that explode in color or something like that.
Paintball.
Or even paintball would
That'd be cool.
If they're paintball guns until like the launch or something. That would be pretty awesome. I mean, that would be, but it'd be a good way to start testing, that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah.
But even if you don't have that, the visuals of running around with what's it called, the double dragon they mentioned in the PA, like running around with the double dragon.
Oh yeah, that gun. Yeah, it's like a pistol looking one, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, you know what? Me and you should be part of the team. I swear to God. We have the best ideas.
I like our role right here because like I don't want to do any of the work. I just want to sit in the meetings and spitball ideas, right? Like I don't want to do any of the work though.
Right. None of that coding stuff.
Yeah. I found a fishing location here at let's see, locate me.
Ooh, a copious land plot.
I found a fishing location at 7/17/25/59 here, right where I'm standing. If you want to look at the map.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
okay.
I see you over there. Yeah, we have that one marked.
Okay. I'm pretty far away from Hawk's Hunt now, aren't I?
Yeah, you're actually closer to Crystal Falls.
Yeah.
That fishing spot is right up against the border of Crystal Falls. That's when we start seeing land plots for Crystal Falls in that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to head back a little bit more towards Hawk's Hunt here.
Yeah, I'm actually deep in the town right now. Mm-hmm. I found a copious, which we don't really typically find, and this is land plot ID 007779. It's an okay slot. It seems kind of hidden because of this little hill here. But let me just rock it. Oh, actually, it's got a nice. Okay, it's not that bad on where it's situated. It's like out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting layout.
It's always fun to find a copious and realize how big they are.
Yeah, look at that.
God, even midday right now, the view is just so good. Like just running through this. I just want to run through this this trail, like through these winding trees here. Oh, what's this? We got no fishing location here. Oh, I'm back at the waterfall again. Is this the waterfall?
Yeah, you're at the same waterfall there. Yep.
Yeah. I'm
gonna go this route.
Where was
I'm heading further south to this because it does seem like there's three sections, three segregated towns in Hawk's Hunt. We have the northern part, which is where the train station is. We have the western side, which is that lip on that tail end on the west side, heading towards the center of Solace 3, and then we have the south side, which is where I'm going towards right now to see these land plots on the south, which is pretty. We'll say it's a fair distance away from the metro station.
No one I want to ask in the COPI Café question and answer is if the logging locations are going to be static or dynamic, because is it going to be like in this season it's here and around these trees, and then it moves to a new location, and then now you're cutting down those trees, because right here at this by the waterfall, the land plot there, I can see the wood logging area.
The logging area, yeah.
Yeah, and so this makes if it moves, maybe this is less valuable, but this looks like it's a really valuable land plot near that.
Yeah, I've always been curious, right? If I don't know if Rob is gonna watch this, but I really do. We've always been wondering: will the logging areas move? At any point in time, whether it's season to season, is it like every 2 seasons or every year? Because I'm curious, the trees just sprout up, and with this quantisite resource that we are using as fertilizer to grow it in a week. Yeah. What are we doing here? How do we get these trees in this one location? Why can't I cut that tree over there, off in the distance, right? That's outside of the logging area. Why can't I do that? Because a lot of games they just allow you to cut whatever tree. And can you cut down if you grow the tree NFTs on your land, can you cut those down as supplemental wood? Yeah, true. Actually, that's a good question as well, right? That goes back to even our NFT trees too, right? Yeah, do they just hand them out to you? Here's a bag. The tree just hands you a bag of trees. Little saplings, and it takes
maybe you get some every season, and then then the ones in 4 seasons are fully grown, and then the ones that you just got are little babies. Maybe it's something like that,
Yeah, and if you think about it, those NFT2 trees are forever. So I'm kind of curious, will they provide you to me, realistically, and I hate to say this because I might spark some controversy here, but I know that they've mentioned, I don't know if they mentioned specifically if they're gonna give us straight just logs wood every time for these like seasonally for those NFT2 trees, or could it be something different in terms of a resource, like maybe like something like sap or something where you use that for certain particular.
I don't think they know. I mean, I think they're up in the air about all of it. You know how it's how those are going to work.
I'm just very curious, or maybe they give you like dry branches because that allows you to make fire. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm just curious if is it always we don't really know, right? People keep speculating that they're going to be getting wood, right? Like
I wouldn't be surprised if they turn out to be some of the most undervalued NFTs that exist because they came very early. There's a lot of them probably in dormant wallets, and that they just logically thinking wood trees could have a lot of value in the game if they wanted to give them that value. I mean, they can probably control how important and valuable they are in the game to whatever extent they want. But just I bet you there's a lot of those trees from 3 years ago because it was the first mints that are just in wallets that are never coming back to this game.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I do think that there are some whales in the tree NFT right now, which I do hope for them that they get their rewards back on that at some point, whether in COPI or resources. That'd be really nice for them. I think those are going to be really valuable in the future. That's just I'm not speculating. Here.
This is not a financial advice show, even though we've kind of covered a lot of financial type things today. We're just speculating for our own purposes here.
And then check out loud. And then going back to COPI Café, right? That leak.
That Juggernaut,
man. That thing was more than I was expecting. I think everybody was probably like, holy hell.
The supply on that is ridiculous because there's only 600. There's going to be 60 whitelist spots, 30 of which you're going to be able to buy. I've been trying to get more corn points. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to get a whitelist spot because I was down to 0. But there's going to only be 60 whitelist spots, and 30 of them are going to be given away. 30 of them are going to be bought. So, and then after
they're giving them away.
They're giving. I think in the Discord it said that something about giving 30 away to outside entities. I think it's going to be a way of trying to.
Maybe that's me. Maybe they're going to give me one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe around the corn. Maybe I would definitely go halvesies on you if we could get a whitelist spot for around the corn.
Well, I'm definitely trying to buy one. If I can.
Me too.
If I get to mint one. I'm not trying to buy it off secondary. I'm trying to mint one. Only way I'll buy it off secondary if it goes for below the price. So
if it gets back down to it, if there's like a bear market and they create it or something. But because I think those juggernauts are going to be maybe one of the few NFTs that never comes back down. Even like a common one, it's going to be above the mint price for forever.
With such a low supply, I agree. That's to move resources. You're the Amazon at that point, right? You're getting. What's Amazon stock right now? Is it like $3,000 per? It's like insane, right? I mean, it's definitely worth it in real life. So imagine how it's going to be in a world that it will eventually have. What is it? 36 plots each. Yeah. And I did the math here, by the way, Rob. I'm challenging here, but I looked it up. It's basically for a square kilometer for a sphere, for a circle. It's that with an 8-kilometer diameter. It's like 50 square kilometers is what it is. So 50 point something square kilometers is what each of these Solaces is right now in terms of square kilometers. So imagine we have that 50 times 36 different domes, and we're not even talking about like of mega domes too that they haven't released out. Toledo Valley is one of them, right? Mm-hmm. So just imagine future ones to come out, and so we're talking about moving a lot of volume, and those things look like they carry a lot.
I mean, that's why I think when they say they're giving away 30 whitelist spots, they're probably giving like a couple to the guilds, because I think in a COPI Café a while ago, Josh said that this is going to be really interesting for the guilds here. He singled out the guilds, basically, saying that you guilds are going to want to have a handful of these because, if you're going to be managing a bunch of land, and it's like these are where, because maybe for a guy even a guy like me who has 30 land plots or something, and if I'm gonna manage all of them, maybe I can manage 30 land plots with a couple of smaller transportation vehicles. But if you're a guild and you're managing 400 of your own land plots and maybe 1,000 of people who are staking the land with these land plots. So you have like 1,500 land plots. Yeah, you might want 3 or 4 juggernauts to be able to move all those goods. So
Correct. I agree. They're going to be I'm very curious to see how this mint goes. It's the mint is happening for the phase 3 mint is what they're calling it. It's happening on November 22nd. I don't know if we have a time slot yet.
I gotta deposit cash now. I gotta be able to move it.
I'm gonna have to mint on ADA, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes, which is perfectly fine. I mean, I'm not sweating that at all.
I think I'll buy one of the vehicles, and if I can get the Atmos, I'll get the Atmos, and if I can't, then I'll just
You could wait. Yeah. I mean, hats off whoever gets this mint, man. It's gonna. I mean, this is probably. I will say this is a flipper's dream to get this particular asset from the game. But
yeah, because I think it's gonna be hard for anyone who wants one. I think there's gonna be a lot more than 600 people who want one of these.
Oh, so interesting. So what I just found out. This just in. So I just did the time calc right now for a timer, basically. So for when it's during the day, and I don't know when when this starts, but every minute, and as I mentioned before, at night, it is for every minute in game, it's 12 seconds. Now, currently, for every minute, it is 25 seconds.
Oh, so it's like, I mean, we're kind of
daytime is slowed down.
Okay, so night is faster, day is longer.
Yes.
So that's interesting because I had a theory that part of the calamity is that the Earth's rotation has changed, like in some way. So like that was like a theory that I came up with a year ago. That, and maybe this is playing into that the days are longer, and for some reason the night, or like, maybe we've moved further away, or the axis has changed or something. Like something like that to make the days longer, nights shorter.
Yeah, I mean, that also I feel like a lot of people definitely were putting that into the suggestion box in the Discords about, hey, come on now, we should do like a 80-20 day nighttime ratio. And I think that's probably, they heard the community, they listened to the community, they wanted people to, they were like, okay, fine, and that's what it seems like they did, right? So I'm really happy they did that. So it does speed up at night, and it could be tied into the lore like you just said as well. Like, I'm also curious if where does the moon play in all this? Can we go to the moon one day? I'm just very curious to throw that out there as well. Like, we'll be one day have land plots on the moon. I don't know.
I just found a land plot that is in the wall. So staying true to our commitment of our commitment here. I'm going to try to, there we go, and I'm going to do a screenshot.
Report the bug.
Take a screenshot of this. There we go. All right. So that's step 1 for me reporting a bug. You keep going there, Eddie. I'm gonna do this bug here because I want to make sure that we're letting people know how to do this.
It's all good. I'm just looking up these skirts right here, exposing these land plots here.
So then I
great analogy right there.
Remember that early podcast we had where we had the regular characters that they were made that you couldn't do your own avatar, and I was like, and you're like, look at this ceiling, it's so amazing, and I glanced up and I looked right up my girl's skirt and was like, Eddie, I don't know if we can be doing this.
It's like, you're taking this into a whole nother level, man. What is this, a manga?
So
this is a big land plot right here. Let's expose this one here. Epic land plot 007792. Let's go ahead and zoom for. This is that south side of. This is where right here. I'm gonna show where the metro station is, down south in Hawks Hunt. I'm gonna zip up, give you a nice view of the area. Look at that. This is really well laid out. Whoever did Hawks Hunt, congratulations. I really do like the layout of the land and the placements of these land plots. I think they're really well done.
They are very well done.
Except for the one that you just reported.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part. So I am going to show you how I'm reporting this bug. I'm going to go share my screen here, and then. And
where is this? Where are you doing it at?
So this is how I did it here. I took a picture of the in the wall, and then I went in and I took a picture of the Are you seeing that? Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
And I took a picture of the location, and so now I'm going to send that bug so that they can see that it's, part of it's in the rock there, which they probably want to fix. So
Yep. And
yeah,
again, you just basically do this on the launcher. You
yeah,
just click on the launcher and go to report issues, and then
yeah,
this is where he's submitting these images.
yeah. So I'm gonna.
Wicked, awesome.
So if I go, I'll just do the whole thing because this is really important that we do this now. Everyone in there, I'm going
Hmm.
to make sure that we show exactly how to do it. So you keep going,
Yep.
Eddie. You keep launching, and I'm gonna
Sounds
get this set
good.
up.
I am gonna trying to get on top of this light post.
All right.
Yeah, it's
So
like
here
I'm
we go.
Spider-Man.
I would like to report a bug. So I'm going to say land plot in wall, and then I'm going to attach file desktop, and then we're gonna find the picture that I just took. I'm gonna attach it, and I'm just gonna say found this land plot stuck in a wall. Took screenshot. Hope this helps.
I hope I get a good neighbor whoever's near me. I don't want a noisy neighbor. You gotta keep quiet, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was just thinking, I was just like looking at two different land plots that were side by side. I was like, if I got this one, I hope the other guy is okay. Like,
And
so he stays on his side.
in under
Get out
60
of my lawn.
in under 60 seconds, Eddie, I helped the team. Hopefully,
There we go.
that was one they didn't know about, and now it's fixed, and so
Yeah.
that
Well,
easier.
that you helped whoever wants to claim that land is, so that's what matters too. Like, I mean, there's
Yeah.
24,000 land plots, 8,000 of them are going to be claimed at some point, and
Yeah.
we want to make sure every single one is good and clear.
And if you're one of these people who are unhappy with if the land grab gets delayed, maybe it will be done faster if we all get in here, explore, and report these bugs, and then they can because like if can you imagine if there's just one land plot that's stuck in the wall at the time of land grab, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, well, I would have grabbed that land if it wasn't stuck in the wall, and then you fix it 6 months later, and I have this crappy piece of land, and I could have had that land that would have been much better, so you could just almost imagine and out into the future why they might want to delay the land grab to avoid those kind of issues. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want it to go faster, get in here and report these bugs. It'll be
Yep.
helpful.
I agree, 100%, man. This is what we're doing. This is why we do this podcast, to show people how to what the team is looking for. What I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Also from our community side of things.
And we want to hear what you're looking for so we can talk about it too. Make sure you're in the
Yep.
comments you're doing that.
100%, and the team as well. Comment below
Yeah.
as well. Like
we would love to have as many people on from the team as possible. Some people we would love to talk to. I mean, we want to talk to Scruffy at some point, COPI Boar. We want to talk to all those guys. Jupiter, we'd love to have Jupiter. David. Well, I mean, David goes without saying. I don't want to take up David's time, but like if he like in the future, maybe we can get him on here. I'd love to do that. And then
we could do a work call.
Like to talk, what's that?
We could do a work call. He can work at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, we could tell him.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
We could just make it an hour of us running our ideas by him and then telling and like grimacing and be like, I don't know about that one. So, but and then the other people I want to reach out to is the economics advisor. I want not even talking about this game economy, but I want to get when we start getting more information about rewards and things like that. I really want to dig down into like how really complicated this economy is going to be. I mean, it's like I think it's safe to say that never in the history of gaming will there have been an attempt to create an in-game economy as complex, as diverse, as all encompassing as this game economy has the potential of being. And I think that's what makes this game more unique than it being Web3, you couldn't do it without it being Web3, but this is what makes this game so compelling and unique. And I really want to dig into that information at some point in the future.
Yeah, it's that uniqueness for sure. The IP that this game is going to bring. I mean, because that's all of this, like this quantum jack, and the burger hat that you got on as well. Like that's like a proof of concept as to like their own IP, their own style. The quantum bear that you can find in the Fear of Quantum.
Taste of Fear.
the taste of fear, excuse me.
Yeah.
And that's their style, and you're starting to see that come to how to see this game come to life as you're over this course of time in this early development. You don't get to see that. We always get to see the end result, right? The GTA 6 that we're all waiting for. We're all going to play that. And guess what? I'm still playing other games. Like I'm here testing this out. You can come in and test the game out for like 20 minutes, make your reports, go out, and I'm still playing Call of Duty with my friends. I'm playing Call of Duty, playing Zombies, I'm playing Helldivers 2.
Now that you can jump into Solace, directly into Solace, it's so much better, because you used to have to spend 20 minutes to get the Solace. Now you can just hop right into Solace, spend 20 minutes flying around, and like that's how you got to do it. You got to break this up. This exploring. You can't do it all in one day.
Yeah, I'm still trying to help the team out, even though I have a gamer life, right? Like gamer friends that always hit me up to play any sort of random game that they want to play. That's fine. But I always still try to come in here and just like do my part, come in, because I know that I've invested a little bit of money into this thing, even though I'm not an investor, right? I'm just trying to like progress a game that I love, that I want to make sure that it progresses. And guess what? And because I have pretty sweet assets, I'm gonna have bragging rights. To be honest, like I'm just gonna be
more than the money. I want the bragging rights. I want I've never been in a game where I've had all the coolest stuff. I want this game to succeed. I want to have all the coolest stuff so I can be the coolest guy. That way I can relive that way I can make up for like being very uncool in high school and college, and now I can finally be the coolest guy in school. So that's what I want out of this game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, Eddie, that we kind of had a nice relaxed conversation today, running around Hawks Hunt. I think we showed a lot of good stuff. You got any final thoughts on anything we talked about? Anything you want to mention about the land here?
Well, yeah. Well, for one, right now we're in the west, that third section of Hawks Hunt right now on the west side that goes towards the center of Solace. As you can zoom out here, and I'm going to zoom back in. Yeah. But you can kind of see them and scan around. Look at all these land plots. They look so neatly placed.
Eddie, can you see me from where you are? I'm going to fly up here.
I can.
I'm flying, like a nice little...
Yeah, there you are, all the way over there.
Yeah.
Right there, I'm pointing. I'm pointing while I'm flying.
Yeah, I can just make you out, too. It's kind of it's crazy. Yeah. I can see you over there.
I can see right where my little dot is right there. Oh, you fell down. There you go, right there. But yeah, but final thoughts. Yeah, just to reiterate, just to kind of sum up, definitely the biggest thing for me is we need people, you gamers out there, to come into this game and start testing and providing feedback and reporting issues. Definitely am going to be there for the mint, right, for the Juggernaut, which is going to be insane. It's going to be a hard mint to get. And just spread the word. Stay positive out there. Give constructive criticism. Definitely voice your opinions, but just be respectful as well. And
if you want to yell at somebody, yell at me and Eddie in the comments. We need more comments. Yeah, tell us what you wish was different about the game, so we can tell you if you're smart or stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us help making content.
Right. So just stay positive. I'm not sure if we still have like any ways to earn rewards, like another staking for COPI right now that's still active. You can also buy and support the team. You can buy their merch as well on their website. They have a way that you can buy shirts and hoodies and coffee mugs and stuff like that. That's
you have your Cornucopias. We've seen your Cornucopias OG mug over the past.
Oh yeah. I still it's put away at the moment, but I definitely pull it out from time to time. But yeah, there's different ways to support. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm just here for the game. I'm loving it, man, and I hope to see more and more
participate
people
in the events
in this game
that they got coming up. Make sure you're participating in the guild events too. I should mention, I'd be remiss to make sure you're using your affiliates link for the guild. Make sure we have our Catalyst proposals that are the videos. The links will be in the description. Make sure you're learning about the proposals the Knights Guild has. Make sure that you are doing your part where you have your ADA available to vote in the Catalyst proposal. That's coming up here any day. I think the voting is going to be opened if it's not opened already. So make sure that you're participating in that, because that's going to be a really big deal for not only the guild, Knights Guild, but for Cardano. So even if you're not in the Knights Guild, make sure that you're participating and voting for that, because it'll help the ecosystem.
No, 100%.
All right, I just wanted to fit that in there. Did I cut you off of anything else?
No, not at all, man. Yeah. That's actually a good way to, for sure. Supporting the links.
Then I will just read my outro here.
All
right. Eddie and I like to thank the Knights Guild for letting us be a part of their amazing community. And like I said, they got a lot going on there. So definitely keep yourself aware of that. Make sure you follow them and us on X. You get a lot of good information that way. Use the links in the description to join the Knights Guild Discord or to get any of the information that we've talked about. We always try to put good, useful links down there. And as always, Eddie and I like to humbly always thank the team for what they're doing. Everybody's the work that they put in for this amazing build. We have not had a fatal error since the hot fix, which is a huge accomplishment in of itself. We're really grateful for all the hard work that you guys have done to make this game more fun, more accessible, and what we've noticed it, and a lot of people have noticed it, and we're really grateful for that work. Eddie, I know you agree with that, right?
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, like, one thing that just came to my mind, and I'm sorry I didn't add this to my final thoughts, but like, man, what if Rob was hinting at something at the end of the episode, by the way, that kind of made me start thinking about an Xbox something going, because like he was saying, like, it's like the shape, think of the shape of a pie, and then there's two, like X, and he did like an X type of thing, and I was like, made me think, like, could the news be more about an Xbox Game Pass availability coming soon?
That is a brilliant observation, because I remember him saying that. I thought it was another one of like Rob's obscure little comments there, and that he was going to be too cheeky to really give us the information, but you might be onto something. That's definitely better than our water desalination idea.
Maybe, who knows, maybe we're far-fetched, maybe we're just speculating to raise the price of COPI. But no, I'm kidding.
But I mean, I not to like re-continue the episode, I just want to give that idea, like, because like the credit that it deserves, Eddie, because like if there's something big on the horizon that nobody's anticipating, no one is even really seeing as an option, it would be a console release for the game in conjunction with the Epic Games, and now correct me if I'm wrong, but I had to do some research on this, but I can't think of any Web3 game that except for maybe Off the Grid. I think Off the Grid has a console release at this point. And then if you look at Star Atlas and the other games, that none of them are even like close to being into that area. So if that was true, if that was the news that's on the horizon, wow, that would be a punch in the face, a harder punch than Jake Paul and Mike Tyson were throwing last night.
I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to now confirm myself. I can't remember Off the Grid if it is a console game. I cannot remember.
Well, I think it was Ninja was on PC, but I feel like and this is just me, like, recollection that they were either in the works of a console, or they had a console plan, or there was already available on the console. But
I can't remember
maybe I'm thinking of Star Citizen. Is Star Citizen on a console? I don't know.
I'm not familiar with Star Citizen, to be honest, but I mean, that would be more, you probably know more about that than I do, but it might not be Off the Grid. But if you think about it, though, most games that are AAA, like going back to GTA, they do love, like, it's not coming out for PC right away. Like GTA, you have to get it on console when it comes out. So most games that are like really popular, they give consoles a lot more love than they do PC, because they don't want, most games that are AAA, they don't really care for the modding portion of it yet. They don't like the modded community. Where you can go ahead and start having Superman and GTA, right? Or the Hulk or something like that, or just, you're shooting bullets that are actual cars.
If anyone in the comments knows of a Web3 game that's available on console, let us know, so we can update people next week, because like we're just speculating as we do. We don't know if that's the news or not. That Rob was hinting at, but if it is, I think that would
bring so many eyes.
Would catapult Cornucopias into a stratosphere that no other Web3 game has actually hit to this date, and I'm getting chills. I mean, I don't want to get excited. I don't want to overexcite myself, Eddie. But like, God, I hope that's true. That would be amazing.
That'd be great. I mean, that will shut all the marketing naysayers down, right? So I mean,
Eddie, that's a final thoughts for all final thoughts. So we fit in a little bit more of the episode there at the end. So finally, please like and subscribe to Around the Corn's YouTube channel, so you don't miss next week's episode, where maybe we figure out that we have an Xbox console going, or maybe we get yelled at and we're told we're stupid for making such Tune in next week to find out, are we brilliant or stupid? That's why you're coming in next week. Until then, we will see you, Eddie, and I will see you all around the corner.
This is so cool.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, I'm in the rock. Yeah. Let me just take a screenshot of this real quick. Oh my god! It juked me out.
Where'd you go?
I was stuck in a rock inside a rock, and it sent me all the way back to the entrance at the thing. I'm coming.
Oh no! Oh,
I was trying to take a screenshot of it to show me being.
Were you falling? Is that why?
Yeah.
Well.
No, I was right there. I'm coming right back to you. I'll be there in a sec.